All right, we're in. Whew, it took a while. Sorry, y'all. Trying to get into this lobby so that we can get to some racing. Actually, have some qualifying first, and then we have some racing. It was. Ooh, I don't want to lie to y'all. I was gonna say it's 10 minutes of qualifying, but it feels like it might be 15. So we're gonna check. We're gonna check and see. Looks like I can't see that anyone's on track, or maybe I just can't load in just yet. So we'll take this time to look up those rules. By the way, I didn't introduce myself or what's going on. I am Tatiana Noel, aka E Dirty Tati. You may have remembered me from streaming previous GTRC seasons. It's been a little while, but I'm here to stream round 4 here at Sardegna A. It's their GR3 championship, GT3 for the well-versed. And we have a full lobby. It's 16 out of 16. Of course, I am the 16th, so really only 15 people are racing. Are they actually on track, though? I can't tell, and I can't go on track myself to see. Maybe, let's see if I can't toggle this thing. Let me jump on track. I ain't got the right tires. Ooh, they're starting quali. Okay, everyone's jumping on now, and then I should be able to spectate. Great! Alright, good. Just want to make sure. Qualifying is 10 minutes. The race is 1 hour. Alright, so quali starts now. Can I get a timer on the bottom? Well, it says 4 minutes and 38 seconds at the bottom, but that's how long I've been in the lobby. That's not how long qualifying has been for, so I'm going to trust that we'll get a notification when qualifying actually stops. I like this livery. Well, they're all getting started. Superboy in not a Supra, a Skyline of all things. That's interesting. Sean Colby behind them is in the Supra. Got everyone starting to get on their outlap here. They're probably going to want to find some space for qualifying. Though, I mean, having a slipstream around here is great. It's a very good straight line track. So, I don't know. Maybe people will want to just follow each other. I didn't see any rules against it personally. But I don't make the rules. That's all I'm going to say about that. Anyway, who all we got? Central Colby, Hairraiser, Happy Pappy, some familiar names to me. Boo did end up making it perfect. Ghost with a 3-second penalty already. Must have touched that penalty line or something. This, I don't know how to read that. Anto, I'm gonna just say Anto. Anto. SpongeBob and Monkey Mafia at the back end here, just getting on track to start qualifying in that loud Porsche race Beetle, if you will. I don't know what the standings are. I don't know who's been doing what this season, and that's good. Coming in very fresh. I want to commentate on this race and this race alone, and the implications of this race and this race alone. As it should be. So, some people starting their first fast lap. Doug Barrow in the, is that the 86? I'm not sure. Or is it WRX? I mean, it's a Subaru, but I can't tell what it is because I'm old. Doug's in it though, so he's gonna be leading the outlap here, or this first flying lap. Tap is just behind, and Barr is behind Tap, getting a bit of help, a bit of a tow up the track here. Barr in the yellow Supra, so he should have some pretty good running up this track. Oh, well, it made a mistake into turn. I don't know the turn numbers, but that turn is very easy to mess up. I can tell you that right now. It's very interesting. Late apex, uphill. Slower than you think, but faster than you think. I don't know how to describe it. Corner. Very interesting mix of cars here. You have some GT3 cars. You have some old GT500 cars from Super GT. I'm gonna have a compromised run into the last corner and therefore the front straight because SpongeBob was there kind of in the way. Not sure if that affected Ian. We're just gonna say Ian. I mean, I'm gonna ignore the O there. Ian and who's that in front? Supra following one another. Hopefully they got a decent run through that corner there. First of all, Boo is holding down the fastest lap so far with a 41.6. However, we just saw Doug put together a fastest first sector. That was a purple first sector for Doug there. And he may be able to follow through with something better. So far, we've got Boo up top, Tap in second place behind him with a 42.1. Bar with a 42.3. We did see Bar make a mistake in that last lap, though. Actually pretty close to this corner, so why don't we stay with him and see if he can correct it. Another mistake, though, just before it. So he's a little bit down on time. Does a better job this time around, though maybe a bit cautious. There's a couple corners to go. Why don't we take a lap with, was it, yep, because Doug is coming across the line now. And let's see, Bar stays in third place. Nope, moves up to second, my bad. Well, that's because Tap pitted, so maybe that's what it's counting. I'm not sure. But, we're on board with Doug now. That was turn 1, 2, 3. Some S's, fast S's. You got to get the line right so you can take those full speed. And now, this turn here is very, it's a sequence, actually. These two turns are linked together. They're kind of far apart, but you treat it like a chicane, honestly. I've lost track of the turn numbers already. But down by the chapel, hard on the brakes, and then patience through this almost a hairpin turn here. That ensures you get full speed up this long uphill straight, and you really don't want to mess it up. So make sure you get that chapel turn just right. Up here we have a very hard braking turn. Again, almost, I guess it's a hairpin. You know, it's not fully just folded up on itself. It's not a very tight one, but it's a hard braking one. Again, another uphill top speed. You get up to 5th gear in this area, so again, you got to get your exits right here. That's really what this track is all about, is corner exits, because as you can see by the map in the upper right hand corner there, it's just a whole bunch of straights linked by corners. So corner exit is everything. Braking is important, obviously, as it does affect corner exit, but you don't need a car that's great at braking to be great here. You need a car that can exit well, and a driver who can utilize it. That's Doug for a 142.1, so not the fastest lap. Let's see, that has still not changed. Still Boo up top, and Bar with that 141 that we saw. Oh, actually, this is a new lap, so 141.5 this last lap. Red Line in third with a 141.7. We got to be coming close to the end of quali here. I think maybe get 1 or 2 more laps out of people. Hair Raisers in 4th place. Posh in 5th with a 142.1 done a couple laps ago. We already talked about Doug in 6th place. Tap in 7th. 8th place is Monkey Mafia with that 42.1. Joan Colby in 9th, and SpongeBob with 42.5. That's the top 10 so far. Ian, Superboy, Ento, Happy Pappy, Ghost. Well, actually, I'm not sure what Ghost has. He's just not out there. I can't see his time, but those drivers, I think, presumably, are all waiting to be in the top 10. I feel like Ghost was up there. I'm not sure. I've got to turn off my notifications. Guess we can go do that. Why not? Let's go. Nope. Don't wanna join. I want to turn my pop-up notifications off because I'm streaming. Is that? Yes, that's here. Turn them off. Back with Connor. About to set 5th lap time here. The lap is less than 2 minutes, so I expect another lap for most drivers, and then we'll be done with qualifying. Coming on board with Hair Raiser here as he follows kind of a train of cars. He's kind of in the middle of a train of cars. Just for the visuals of it all. Max Tap in second ahead of him, maybe chasing that pole position spot. We'll see. Meanwhile, Hair Raiser's still in the top 6. Ooh, purple sector for Hair Raiser here, actually. So, and we can see he is creeping closer to Tap. Might even be able to get a slipstream for some of the last couple straights here. This one for sure. Next one and that final one leading into the finish line there. Those are all crucial straights. It's crucial to have a slipstream there. Let's watch. Fantastic on the brakes by Hair Raiser there. Gets a pretty decent exit too, so he is close to Tap. He's definitely got the slipstream coming into this final turn. He's able to take it full speed, and that should help him with his lap time. I wonder if he's going to improve. He was purple in that first sector. He does improve his lap time. Moves up 3 positions up into 3rd place for Hair Raiser, and that is going to be the end of his qualifying. Well done, Hair Raiser. To get up in the 3rd position, get out of the way to let other drivers continue. Ooh, coming off to the side, having taken and kept, defended that first place there. He got his fastest lap on lap 4. I think he actually got it before then, but yeah, beat himself. Did lap 3, and then beat himself. Here comes Superboy to harass him. Supra taking 12th place with a 42.6, so not even that far off first. 1.6 seconds is the spread there between those two. Very Canadian Tap. Very, very Canadian. Much maple syrup. Mini moose. Love this livery here on the Supra. I love that GT500 Supra. I have one and I don't drive it. Need to get in that thing. It sounds so good too. Red line with the tried and true Genesis GR3. We have a really, really diverse, what's the word I'm looking for? Grid, thank you. BMW M6. 911 for Monkey Mafia. There goes the skyline of Superboy. Ian in the Corvette, holding it down for America. Doug in that Subaru. Posh in the GTR. Tron in the Supra in the Skyline. Anto, where's Anto? I couldn't remember what Anto is driving. Was Anto the only other American car? Well, doesn't matter. We're starting now. False starts will be penalized. As you can see, the lights are going on soon. Engines are up, lights are up, and green, green, green. Looks like everybody takes off, nobody's stuck. Fantastic. We get a great start by Boo and really everybody in the first row for the first half of the lap here. Here we are, turn 1, many lines through turn 1. Really only one. Outside, inside, pick one. There is room, but ooh, somebody gets knocked off anyway. Who was that? Somebody ended up in the sand for a little bit there. SpongeBob knocked off, and now he is in last place and has a lot of catching up to do. Back up front, Boo still leads the pack coming into that first chicane. And And that's another area to watch out for when the cars are crowded. You're going to have some coming 2x2. You see there's a little bit of side-by-side action going on here. I think that is Supra giving the position back to SpongeBob. Maybe Supra to push SpongeBob out. I think that is the case. So Supra takes over last place for Spongy. And we move on. Coming to some of the faster parts of the track now. Ooh, a little bit sideways for Monkey Mafia there. Sorry, no, I think it was right line. I don't know. I still haven't memorized who else is driving what. But we're getting to the fast second half of the lap. Like I said, this track is all about exit speed. Now, some of these final corners, like that one right there, you don't fully brake. This one you do. It's a hard braking corner. Second to last corner there, but the very last corner, as you will see, will go on. Oh, you can't go on board with BB. Can't change cameras just yet. We'll get there. But BB is going to follow through. This is full throttle, and if you are in a slipstream chain, you basically chuck it and pray. You can get off the throttle just slightly if you want to. You still want to turn in early, but if you can turn in early enough, if your tire wear is not too bad, you can usually still follow through full throttle there. But if you need to lift, it's fine. It's fine. Just let the slipstream bring you back. I think we just saw a pass there, or an attempt at a pass maybe. But Bar got moved to the side by Tap there, or rather Hair Razor. Sorry, it was Hair Razor who made the pass. It was like this, not the right livery that I just saw. So Hair Razor up in the second place over Tap. I wish I could replay things so I can remember what actually happened. I didn't really look at it, but unfortunately that doesn't work here. GT7. We're getting there though. Look at this. There's not that much lag in this lobby today. A little bit of jitter, but like it's not as bad as it's been in weeks past. So the game is getting better. We are starting to see it. The mid-pack looks nice and neat here. Ooh, is that some side-by-side action with SpongeBob? SpongeBob and Ian, y'all going at it? Let me see. SpongeBob on the outside of this turn, but you can take the outside of this turn. You just can't leave that much room, and SpongeBob left a lot of room there and let Ian easily cut ahead of him. But that's a, you know, I think not enough people take advantage of that. That turn has two lines. Get through it. Ooh, but Ian messes up. He goes wide just after that. That is that very tough. Man, I wish I could remember the turn number. You know what? We're gonna count turn numbers. Who are we going on board with? Still can't go on board with anyone, so we can't really count turn numbers yet. But we will. Up front, Boo, with a 1.5 second gap over Hair Razor and BB Tap. BB Tap. Just Tap. Anyway, and really probably doesn't have much to worry about from them. I don't know if Tap's being aggressive behind Hair Razor, but I imagine that Hair Razor's got to be a little bit wary that Tap is there. He's probably going to spend some time in his mirrors making sure that Tap isn't making a move before he decides he can go chase Boo. Meanwhile, that's giving Boo some breathing room. It was 1.7 seconds of breathing room a second ago, but Boo a little bit slow in that chicane. Not slow here though. Fastest first sector. Whoa, we just got a helicopter lag. Never seen that, but hey, helicopters have slow ping too. Sometimes. Anyway, Boo, I still don't think he has anything to worry about. Tap showing his nose at Hair Razor. Again, not sure if that's him literally trying to make a move, or maybe just making sure he's not carrying too much speed into that corner. Having a lot of slip into that corner when you don't intend to make a move can be detrimental. So sometimes popping out of that slipstream to make sure you get the car slowed down is needed. Ooh, Tap off the edge of the track. He's lucky not to spin it. Just probably just sat there patient and off the throttle to make sure he kept the car together there. The top five is still pretty close. Redline and Bar are also right there in this fight. Any mistake from anyone, and basically anyone in the top five is really in it. Bar is only 4.3 seconds back from Boo. Is leading this race. So we're only 4 laps in. We're 5 minutes into a 60-minute race. Anything can happen, but so far, people keeping it pretty tight. Doug is at the back of this train. This slipstream train. Ooh, and now is second to last in that train, as Monkey Mafia made a big mistake coming out of turn 1. Just probably got caught out by a little bit of that Porsche oversteer there. Didn't kill him, just lost the position. And then you've got a bit of a gap between them to Anto. Not huge, 2.1 seconds, still pretty close. So mid-pack also not too spread out. Then you start to see a bit more of a gap here as Bosch is almost 4 seconds behind Trone. And did we just lose somebody? Is that what I just saw? Why can't I see the chat? Even if I typed in chat. Okay, well, don't know. Here we have a three-way battle for 10th place between Posh, Supra, and SpongeBob. SpongeBob trying to make up for lost time, ending up behind all of those cars when he got pushed out in turn 1 on lap 1. There he is, got the inside of this turn, but he outbrakes himself severely. There was a little bit of a tap there too. I don't know if that threw his braking off, but that really messed him up. He loses out of that battle, loses several positions. He says my bad in chat, so he admits that was on him. So SpongeBob just defending real hard, just trying to make that pass and make it stick. Just caught himself out. Easy to do in that corner. There's not really a lot you can do if you don't brake very early for it. Ghost is way in the back here. He's 5 seconds behind anybody else in his camo Super. So Ghost with a lot of work to do. Back up front. We're starting to run away with it now. 2.5 seconds up from Hair Razor. Still defending against BB Tap. Why do I keep saying BB? It's B8. Leave it alone. Oh, I see. Enzo had joined the room. And then Enzo left. Got it. Got it. Just a friend of some racers here, probably. Maybe me. Perhaps. Bar dipping the wheel into some dirt there. You don't want to do that at this track again. On the outside of these turns, that's where the speed is made at this track. You get on that throttle and you get that car going in a straight line as fast as you can. If you want to hit top speed for that next corner, if you're in the dirt, you got to be patient on the throttle. And that means you're going slow. Don't go slow. Sardinia doesn't like it. Speaking of which, man, when's the last time... Actually, I know the answer to this. I was going to ask when the last time I raced at Sardinia Windmills, the rally track, and it is when this game launched. I think day 2, whenever we got online access. Me and my friends, maybe it was day 1, actually. Anyway, we jumped off here. Very fun little rally track. What is this? Trone. All over Anto. Feels like bullying the newer Supra against the older BMW C4 GT3 car. Legendary BMW race car in its own right. In its own right. We'll call it a legend. I think I just liked it. I just liked it. Patron unable to catch up with him even in the slipstream. Usually that Supra is known for its insane straight line speed there. So the BMW actually managing to hold its own in this race here. We'll see how he holds up. Meanwhile, here is Ian, who had spun out earlier. He's leading against Connor and SpongeBob. SpongeBob is caught right back up to the back of them, by the way, despite slamming into a wall. So SpongeBob really showing that his pace is really a bit beyond this group, but this isn't an easy track to pass at. If you're not setting your passes up well in advance, honestly, you just have to know and see where you're going to be able to fit that car in, because it's so easy for other cars to pick up speed. And as I say that, SpongeBob perfectly picks up a position from Connor, and he is going to defend into this corner. Now again, Connor has the option to go around the outside here. He's going to opt to do that there. He has the inside for the next corner, so Connor doing an excellent job to get that position right back from SpongeBob. Like I said, 2 lines through that corner, and it works around the outside, if you will. So Posh just has to not mess this one up, and right as I'm saying it, he does it. So easy to get excited and carry too much speed through that turn. I really hope eventually we'll be able to change camera angles. And we'll be able to see from the view from the inside of the car. It's just something that is kind of broken in this game. It takes a while before you can do that. That's what's changing at the bottom, is me pressing the button to try to change cameras. But when we can, I will take you inside of a car, or at least on bumper cam or something, so you can get an idea of that corner, what it looks like, and what I mean when I say you have to be very careful not to carry through too much speed and end up on the outside of it there. Top 5. Outside of Boo, who is running away with it, like I said, it looks pretty tight still. Hairraiser has shaken Tap off. Redline has now taken that position. It's 1.3 positions back. So Hairraiser with a little bit of breathing room. You saw he just went purple in the first sector. So Hairraiser now may be able to do some chasing on Boo. He hasn't gotten too far up the road. 3.6 seconds, and we're only 11.5 minutes up into the race. So Hairraiser shook off what he had to shake off, and hopefully, purple again, second sector. So Hairraiser really running now and trying to catch up to Boo here. Redline trying not to lose Hairraiser, and has it. 1.1 seconds. Tap is right back there too, obviously creeping, hoping to get his position back. And Bar still holding it down in 5th place. Doug, we watched get up to 6th place. Not only has gotten up to 6th place, but has gotten 6th and 7th, pretty close to that front running pack there. I think the gap was bigger when we last checked, when it was Monkey leading it. Monkey Mafia, I think, is bump drafting him, or at least looks to be. Ooh, nope, maybe he's making a move. I don't know. If I were Monkey Mafia right now, I would probably hold on to Doug's coattails and see if he can catch us up to Bar up front before I start making any moves and disrupting him. But that's just me. That's just me. I will cooperate for domination later. Redline much closer to Hairraiser. In fact, he goes purple in this first sector. Hairraiser did not beat Boo's fastest lap. Boo 41.4 that he got way back in lap 3. Hairraiser was coming close though. It's a 3-sector track, and he purpled the first and second sectors. So it was interesting that I don't know what fell apart in the 3rd sector for him, but it just didn't quite come together. He still can't change camera angles, and that hurts me, and I take it personally. I take it personally, Kazunori. Bro, my phone is not on vibrate. What have we got? Posh coming around Anto here in the second to last corner. They're side by side. Anto still manages to keep himself, got a fender alongside Posh here from what I can tell. And he's going to hold the inside line. He's, of course, going to squeeze Posh as much as possible there, while also leaving him room. Why not both at the same time? If you know what I mean. Anto successfully defends that, but will Posh try to make a move in the braking here? Now, Anto goes a little bit defensive there. Posh is going to know that he can also use the outside line here, but he's just not able to make the move. That BMW handles very well, so we'll see if Posh is ever able to make something happen against it. It also seems to be pretty quick in a straight line, as we saw when it had a super behind it. SpongeBob made it past Ian, and Anto and Posh. Now he's got Superboy ahead to chase, very far ahead, in fact, 1.8 seconds. Well, I guess not very far. Okay, that's an exaggeration, but Superboy is who pushed him off in the first place and has been defending hard when they were together. Superboy was obviously the benefactor of all 3 of the drivers behind him fighting for a while there, but now that gap is grow a little bit, but it's kind of staying steady, so we'll see. The gap to Monkey, though, from Super is 9 seconds. So big jump here from the front runners to the mid-pack. I would say Superboy now leads what I'm deciding is the new mid-pack. Unless you want to count Doug and Monkey as their own. Oh, what happened to Monkey? 1.8 seconds off Doug now. Doug, 2.4 off Bar. So he's not catching up just yet here. Uh-oh, Tap a little bit out of sorts. I don't know where that was. Was that? Doesn't matter, because here comes Bar. That was coming out of turn 1 through the S's. He must have dipped a grass into, or dip a wheel into the grass or something like that. Bar takes that position. So now Bar is in 4th place. Tap down to 5th. So Tap is just kind of falling down the order here. He was battling for 2nd place not too many laps ago. But the race is still young. We're only a quarter of the way through. 16 minutes in, y'all. I expect that we'll start seeing some pit stops soon here. It doesn't seem that anyone's going to be able to make it to the halfway point. Well, I can't say that. I haven't looked at everyone's fuel situation. But some people can make it to the halfway point. But we might have some people trying for a 2-stopper. I don't know. I haven't been watching these races, so I don't know how the 60-minute ones usually go. Can't wait to see. Wow, from that angle you can really see the camber changes in turn 1, between turn 1, 2, and 3, those S's there. That is really cool. I've never noticed that until I saw that camera angle there. I wish we could force camera angles. Well, I guess we can in photo mode. That's a thought. Are purple in Sector 1 again. We've seen this before. We've seen him go purple in Sector 2. It's Sector 3 that isn't working out. Is that? Yeah, that's Ghost just sitting there on the side of the track. Not sure why. I see some damage on the car. Maybe, yep, and it just wore down. So maybe ran into the wall, or is this some massive weird lag? Not sure, but he's just pulled over. Ooh, boo. Gets it wrong in the getting it wrong corner. I still can't change camera angles. You gotta be kidding me. At this point, we should be able to right now. So I think maybe it's just not happening. Okay, well, sorry y'all. I'm gonna call it turn 11. We're gonna call it turn 11. Some may say it's turn 10. I counted the kink in the uphill section before the hairpin. Anyway, that turn is treacherous. Where's Hair Razor at? What's he doing as far as speed goes? He did not get fastest lap this time around either. But he's putting on. He's accordioning. Still 4.7 seconds to boot. So Hair Razor loses something in that last sector that Boo must have in the Porsche, and Hair Razor's gonna have to try to find it. These tires are wearing down though. These fronts look terrible on some of the cars. It is a very, very counterclockwise track. You do a lot of left-hand turns. You can see right-hand tires on a lot of these cars are slightly more worn than the left-hand tires, and that's just because the cars are leaning on them more as they make all these left-handers. Here's one here. In fact, I think all of the hard-braking hairpinny corners are lefts. And a lot of the high-speed stuff is lefts too, like this one here. So, it is what it is. Ooh, Tap got back in front of Bar. Not sure how it happened. We missed it. Wasn't on camera. Probably looking at somebody else. That's race commentary. Meanwhile, Doug is lurking still Still trying to get in there. Let me see if maybe if I exit and then go spectate again, will I be able to see? Change camera angles. No, it's just not letting me, y'all. I guess this lobby is extra spiteful today. Whoa, red line in second. Oh, that's because Hair Racer has pitted. Hair Racer's in the pits as well as Superboy. So, like I said, at minute 20, we got a couple of pit stops happening now. So some people going for a 2-stop strategy. Others are going for the 1-stop. They got a long way to go on those mediums. But it might pay off. I don't know how long the pit stop is here at Sardinia. I would imagine it's not quick though. It's a very long front straight. Maybe we can catch somebody as they're going in and we can get an idea of how long it is. Genesis sounds very interesting. I've never really listened to it. Let's see if Redline goes in here. He's a little low on fuel, so I would think that he is working the 2-stop strategy, so maybe we'll get to see the pit stop situation. Nope. Nope. Coming back around. So, I could be wrong about the fuel situation. I don't know. We'll see. How about you, Tad? Coming in? Really? Really? No one wants to accommodate me. And you know what? It is what it is. This is fine. This is fine. Oh, surely you Ian in the Corvette. No. Well, I guess some people are going to try to take it as far as possible so they can take that last set of tires on as few laps as possible. I can see that. I can see it. I can see it. So, alright. Sounds good. SpongeBob, however, has pitted and now has a lot of clean air ahead of him, and if it stays that way, then he's gonna get some quick laps in and maybe make some passes in the pits. He's got 6 seconds to Superboy ahead, who will be pitting in between SpongeBob's 2 pit stops, clearly. So that's a position gain. Ahead of Superboy is Ian, who also definitely owes a pit stop. So I think SpongeBob will have a whole lot of clean air ahead of him to put in some really fast laps and not have to fight. He spent the entire first third of this race fighting so far. And yep, goes purple in the first sector there. So already showing some speed here. Meanwhile, Boo and these poor mediums. These poor medium tires. Mediums are the only tire available in this race format in 60-minute races, so everyone's going to be on the same compound here. We got some more pit stops. Tap, Trone, both of them in. Yep, gas tanks almost on E. So definitely trying to prolong that last pit stop as long as possible, but not trying to go halfway in the race. You know, we're 24 minutes into the race, 25 really, and it's a 60-minute race. So if you're not making it to minute 30, then you're on a 2-stopper. Unless you're gonna do some crazy fuel saving for the rest of the race, which I don't know, might be worth it. I didn't do any practicing around here. Could be worth the time. SpongeBob does jump up into 9th with those 2 pit stops there, so more free positions for Sponge. Superboy is also going to pit ahead of him. Tap has come out behind SpongeBob though, and I believe Tap does have more pace. So SpongeBob with clean air ahead, but Tap behind, who is gonna want to get that position as Tap has been going backwards down the order. So Tap's gonna want to use this time also to get in some pits, some free positions. Doug and Bar in, I think, or was it just Bar? No, it's Bar and Redline are in. So 2 of our leaders are into the pits now. Will they come out before? Yeah, they'll come out before Tap and SpongeBob get to them. Oh, that refuel. You can now speed up refuel in the lobby, though, the refuel rate. Though some people opt to keep it where it's at. The default is 3 liters a second, I believe. And that's Redline out. Does he get out ahead of Bar? He does. Bar is just now pulling out, so Bar loses a lot of time to Redline. But you know what? Redline is pretty far ahead of Bar, so actually that might not be a huge amount of time lost from what I remember. Posh is ahead of Redline. Redline came out behind him, so that's going to be traffic for Redline, though I think Posh is going to be pitting very, very soon here. He's out of fuel, but he could make it difficult for Redline right here. Yeah, Redline's already caught up to the back of his bumper. He's half a second back, and Connor's on half-dead tires, so he's definitely going to be going slowly and trying to make that fuel probably last till 30 minutes. We're not sure. Redline frustrated behind him here, trying to pick up some speed but unable to, and Connor takes an inside line into this corner, so going a bit defensive here. He's not going to be able to brake as deeply as Redline will, though, and Redline takes the position there. Boo! Our leader is in. Doug is in behind him. So Doug pitting with the leader and not far behind the leader at that. Though Doug was down in what, 6th position by quite a bit. So, and you can see the difference between when Boo got to the stall and Doug. So I think some cars are going to come out in between them, but it'll be interesting to see what cars come out in between them. Did Doug get a quick in lap? We saw Redline got a kind of a slow out lap. He's held up for a little bit, just a little bit behind Connor. And that might help Doug. Nope, there's Redline passing right now. Doug's still in the pits. Does Boo come out ahead of him? Yes, Boo comes out ahead of him. Does not come out ahead of Hair Razor because Hair Razor short fueled. Hair Razor fueled up to half a tank. Boo takes a full tank of fuel there. What is Hair Razor's plan? I don't know. Not everyone takes a full tank of fuel on their pit stop, though. Colby also took just a little over half a tank. Connor has pitted. We've seen that Nissan has seen better days. You got some cracked headlights. You got scratches all on the canards. Full tank for Connor. So maybe gonna make a push for the end of the race here. Maybe. Hair Razor, meanwhile, took only half a tank, like I said. So I think Hair Razor did hit around the 20-minute mark. So probably on the 2-stop strat, or definitely on the 2-stop strat. So his car will be lighter weight, and he will have to pit a second time to make it to the end of this race. But maybe hoping to pick up some positions just by virtue of not having to carry a full tank of fuel around and having fresh tires. Might even take fastest lap. Boo is 7.5 seconds back, but possibly geared to go to the end of the race. Didn't make it to the 30-minute mark. We are still at 29:53. So nobody, I can't say nobody. Monkey Mafia is still out. Here's Monkey coming in now. So Monkey made it to the 30-minute mark. Yep, Connor got close. So with some fuel saving, he might make it. Boo might make it with some fuel saving as well as Doug. But others are going to either have to sacrifice too much time to fuel saving or are going to have to switch to a 2-stop strat if that wasn't their plan already. love how this has worked out. I love that it's been difficult to stretch the field to the halfway mark, and so some real decisions had to be made. I'm sure some decisions had to be made. I'm sure some decisions had to be made on the fly. Oh my gosh, was that SpongeBob into the wall? Yes. SpongeBob gets it wrong in turn 5? Turn 5, yes. And gets into the wall. I'm not sure if his wheel caught the outside there, or if the supers caught him out, or the turbos caught him out. But SpongeBob, anytime he might have gained with all that clean air he had, is now gone with that big spin there. So this really hasn't been SpongeBob's race at all today. Let's talk race order. Everybody has pitted now, so our new order is Hairraiser at the front, Boo in second place, Redline in third, Bar in fourth, Doug in fifth place. That gap between all of these drivers pretty significant, by the way. Hairraiser carrying 7.3 seconds to Boo, 4.6 from Boo to Redline, and then after Redline is 6.9 to Bar. Bar's another 7 seconds ahead of Doug Barrow. This is the closest gap we have here. Is the gap from 5th to 6th. Doug Barrow to Superboy is 1 second. Behind Supra is Tap by 2 seconds in 7th place, and then 9 seconds back from there is Colby. So that big 9-second gap between 7th and 8th has remained post pit stop. Just the people who are on either side of the gap has changed. It's interesting. SpongeBob is in 9th place behind Sean Colby. Connor is 26 seconds behind SpongeBob. I don't even know when that kind of a gap formed. Though I guess it could form with different pit strategies. No, everyone's pitted now, so we should be okay. Anyway, whatever. Huge gap. Monkey Mafia is in 11th place, and Ento sits in 12th. Did we lose? We did lose Ghost. I didn't notice when we did, but we lost Ghost. Last time we looked, we just parked on the side of the road. I'm not sure if that was legit or if the game had just parked him there. Couldn't be sure. I mean, not the game, but you know, lag had him looking like he was parked there, but maybe it wasn't really. It happens. And that's usually a big lag like that. Lag that's bad enough to stop your car for somebody is usually bad enough to disconnect you. Well, we're halfway through. Woo, boo. Purple lap goes fastest again with a 140.9. So even with a full tank of gas on that 911 versus Hairraiser with just a half tank on the Super, Boo is keeping those purple laps. Keeping those purple laps coming. Hey, we can change camera angles now. So, we're going to go on board with Hairraiser and show y'all turn 11 because he's approaching it now. So this is a long uphill run into a left-hand hairpin turn. You get here about the 100 board. You get hard on the brakes. Down to second gear, maybe even first to help you make that braking, and then out of it. And this is pretty straight, so you can hit that throttle as soon as you get out of it for this uphill run here. And here we come, turn 10 and then turn 11. Watch this. Light on the brakes, but patience, patience, patience before you get on the throttle outside that corner right there. You saw how long Hairraiser waited before getting back on the gas through there. That's what you need to do. It's so easy though. There's a fine line between waiting too long and going very slow into another straight, into another hard braking zone, and going in too fast and really messing it up. Let's see if we can catch somebody else who's about to get there. Yep, these people running through it right here. Here's Tap messing it up. So Tap goes out wide through there. Here comes Sean Colby. How's he gonna do it? Very slowly, but he did it. Late apex. It's better to be safe there, honestly, than to lose it, because you can easily spin out and hit the wall to the left, and that's the last thing you want. Woo. SpongeBob again. The turbos on that BMW M6 will catch you out if you're not careful. Almost got spun around there. Just the oversteer that you get from them can ruin the race, and that might be what happened to him when we saw him spin about a lap ago. Hair Raiser still leads, but Boot is cutting down into that lead. It was 7-point-something seconds a few laps ago when Boot came out of the pits. It's now 5 seconds and closing. So Boot going very, very fast behind Hair Raiser here. Hair Raiser might be having to save a little bit of fuel to try and make the 40-minute mark. I'm not sure, but I would expect that's about where he's going to pit, or just after it maybe, to get the most out of his tires in the final stint. But we're 36 minutes in, so he doesn't have long to go. 40 minutes is where he needs to get to. Superboy messing up turn 11 behind Doug. It's so easy to do there. You're in dirty air there. He recovers well enough. He doesn't lose too much time to Doug, but you can see he is chasing hard here. Let's get on board with him. Why not? Do that last turn again. Bravery needed to go full speed there, though. He gets in the super GT car. Those guys, they're known for their downforce. In fact, he gets an even better run out of there than Doug. Doug is going to defend through turn 1. However, very easy for Super to go around the outside. Doug will have to exit out wide. Super doesn't even realize that he can take an outside there. Doesn't even try it. Tries an undercut. Doug defends, but Doug is struggling hard against that skyline. Again, favorable track condition for Doug. You know, I think that's why I love this track so much. A lot of corners. Go around the inside or the outside for a pass. This is a fantastic track for battling. I'm glad to see one here. They're coming up on bar 2, so it might be a 3-way battle soon. Tap is pretty far back, 4.5 seconds behind Super, so I don't expect to see him anytime soon here. But Doug, Tap, nah, no Tap. Just bar, Doug, and Super. Through turn 11 again, easy to mess it up when you're following through. Supra takes the slow way, goes very, very carefully through there, and that is the best bet. At least set yourself up for the braking here in this second to last corner, which somebody must have messed up. Doug must have messed up, and now Supra got too excited. Bar must have messed it up, and he messed up his opportunity to get Doug there. The spin in the wheels just had a lot of oversteer, so Doug gets to live another day. Another corner, another straight. We've been here before. We were here just this last lap. This time Doug has a little bit more space ahead of him. And so Super decides that he's not going to go for it. But this battle here is raging. We're going to go to a different view. Bumper cam, so there's nothing in the way. Oh, Bar gets it wrong. Bar gets it wrong coming into the chicane, and he spins. He's out of it, and he loses 2 positions. He loses the tap as well there. So, and I think that's another car coming up behind him, Sean Colby. I thought I saw a flash of red. So Sean might get him as well. So this battle is now just Doug and Supra. Oh, that sucks for Bar. He must have been feeling under pressure or something. Messed up his braking there. He ended up very, very wide in that Supra somehow. Brake a little bit late. Look at the speed on this Supra here. Hair Raiser is in for his second pit stop. We're about at the 40-minute mark, so that makes sense. So Hair Raiser in at 39.50 something. Boo is going to re-inherit first place. Now, where is Redline? Redline is passing Hair Raiser in the pits now. So, Doug and Supra might not catch him. I don't know. They're coming up to the last corner now and not fighting. So, Doug at full speed. Hair Raiser is still sitting there in the pits. I wish we could see his car. Is he coming out? Sorry, Hair Raiser. Supra pits in, and Doug is going to come out ahead of Hair Razor's car. So Doug in Herrick's third place, and he's going to the end of the race here. So he won out in that battle, beat out Bar, beat out Supra, beat Hair Razor from far back. Hair Razor was already in second place when Doug was still back in sixth in the first stint. And now he's up to third place with just the rest of the race to go. He's 19 seconds behind Redline and Boo, so maybe doesn't have a chance to catch up to these two. But he's in a good place right now for a podium for this race. At the back, we have Anto in the BMW still. And is he paused or is he just got his... Well, he had his flashers on there. Not sure if that was the AI playing or if that was just him accidentally having that button pressed. Not sure there. By the way, Boo has a 10-second gap to Redline, so Boo is pretty safe too. Literally, all he has to do is bring this thing home. We got 19 minutes left in the race. Just don't crash it. SpongeBob is in 5th place, but he's going to have to pit soon. He is running low on fuel. Turn 11 catches him out there. Here's Hair Razor to try and capitalize. He's got the inside for the second to last turn. Yep, gets that very easily away from SpongeBob. SpongeBob's going to pit here. He's going to lose a bunch more to the cars behind him. Tap does not need to pit. Bar certainly doesn't need to pit. Supra, a lot of the cars coming up behind SpongeBob are going to get position on him and are not going to give it back when they pit later on. Oops, I must have been leaning on the share button. I took a screenshot there of SpongeBob's team. Sorry guys, I know you didn't agree to photography for this weekend. Ooh. Yellow Super GTs. It's Skyline versus Supra. What do we have here? As old as time. Stop. Will Supra be able to pick this position up? Also, how did he lose it? Bar had completely spun. They did both pit. I don't know if Supra needed more fuel than Bar did. Bar is carrying more fuel, but wait, no. Yeah, no, Bar did pit, but I don't know if Bar needed to put more fuel in to get to that point than Supra did. So maybe made a jump in the pits. Not sure. Bar back up front in front of Superboy here. So Supra back on the chase. Back on the chase. Connor kind of racing alone. No man's land here. He's 12 seconds away from Superboy ahead of him. 6 seconds from SpongeBob behind. SpongeBob racing in 10th place here after what is his final pit stop, and he took a lot of fuel. Though I suppose if you were on the 2-stop strategy, I guess you don't really save much fuel. So okay, I got it. Sean Colby into pit with 15 minutes left in the race here. So Sean putting on a fresh set of mediums for this last 15-minute run. Hair Razor came out in 4th place after his last pit stop. So Hair Razor, a valiant effort to get 1st place, but it doesn't look like it's worked out for him. He was battling in 2nd place at the start of this race, but ultimately ends up in 4th place. Qualified 3rd, I believe. Meanwhile, Tap, who's had a tough race, he's going to take it to the end on this tank of fuel. I believe those mediums are a little bit long in the tooth, but he doesn't have anybody to race. He's got 9.5 seconds to the front, 14.5 to the back. He just has to take the Genesis home. A lot of people just gotta bring it home. Supra is lost out to Bar somewhere there. He's now 2 seconds back from him. He had a 43.7 the lap before last, which is pretty slow for him, so that must be where he made a mistake. Got some climbing to do. Meanwhile, Trone just took his last stop. Comes out in 8th place. He should be okay to defend against Connor. He's got better tires. He doesn't have much better tires than Supra. Oh, Tap is actually in. I thought Tap was going to the end, but no. Tap is into the pits. Gonna get rid of those tires. Gonna take a splash of fuel. And get back out there. So Tap is gonna lose even more positions. He's already down to 7th. Bar and Supra just passed. Sean Colby is passing now. There goes Connor. Or here comes Connor. Yep, here comes Connor. Connor's probably going to challenge in the first few corners here, but he's not going to be on fresh tires. Tap is, but they're cold. Tap down into 8th place. While Sean Colby, Supra, and Bar all get ahead. What? Boo's in again too? Oh yeah, look at his fuel. I thought Boo was gonna make it. Well, this has implications for Redline. Redline's good on fuel. Who's getting a blue flag? Oh, 11th place. Ento's getting a blue flag. Redline is coming down the start-finish straight now. Where is Boo? Still fueling up. Redline passes. So Redline up into 1st place. Boo is still sitting in the pits while Doug passes too. I did not expect this at all. Not at all. I don't know why I thought that Boo was going to make it on fuel. But I really thought Boo was going to make it on fuel. Anyway. Where does that put Hair Razor? 2.6 seconds behind Boo. Older tires, but not that much older. Though by the time he bridges a 2.5 second gap, they might be. So we'll have to see if he's able to make anything happen in these closing moments of the race here. 12 minutes left, y'all. SpongeBob and Connor, this is a battle that we remember well. A little bit of a touch there as SpongeBob weaves around looking for a place to overtake Connor. He's going to stay with him through the chicane there and end up on the inside for the Chapel corner. And that position is taken there from Posh. It looks like SpongeBob has newer tires, so it's not that surprising. Now behind Posh, we've got Monkey Mafia, who's also looking to make something happen. Doug is into the pits now, so Boo retakes 2nd place from Doug. Hair Razor retakes 3rd. What did I miss about fuel? I must have missed something about fuel. Anyway. Connor, we've seen this a few times from him. Out wide in turn 11, and now has Monkey Mafia challenging in turn 12, and that knocks Posh out wide. Not sure if maybe he outbraked himself having those dirty wheels or if there was a touch there, but Posh loses that position for now. That is something to be looked at later. What matters now is that you have lost the position. You're on the back foot. Boo in 2nd, 4 seconds behind Redline. We have 10 minutes left. Redline has very worn tires and probably has to watch fuel a little bit. So Boo can catch up and just ate a huge chunk of time out of him. It was 4 seconds. It's now 3 seconds. He's definitely eating time out of him. So Boo coming for 1st place from Redline here, and Hair Razor is following very closely behind, hungry for that second. So I was wrong. I thought Hair Razor was out of the running. He's still in the running. Because in my mind, Fuel was doing something that was not doing. And that is lasting. Yeah, Hair Razor only 3.5 seconds behind Redline. Redline now less than a second ahead of Boo. So Boo is going to take this position. Redline goes out wide in turn 1 and loses it. So now, oh no, he is fishtailing. He's still not quite in it. And that's got Hair Razor. You see Hair Razor in his rearview mirror here. Oh man, Hair Razor better on brakes. Gonna be better on brakes. Gonna be better coming off the brakes as well. Accelerating, cornering speed, all of that. Hair Razor will have the advantage in those arenas over Redline. Redline just hoping for a little bit of a draft from Boo here, but also making sure to stay defensive as possible. Gets a little bit of a run from Boo. It's not going to be a whole lot, but it does closes up that gap there. Brakes hard for the hairpin. So far as holding Hair Razor off, but I don't know if we can do it for 8 minutes. That's how long we got left in this race. If Hair Razor just gets a good exit out of a corner onto a straight, he's going to have Redline. But if I'm Redline, I'm going to defend like I have a chance, because if I can make Hair Razor mess up, then I do have a chance. I get to live another day. So, how will this play out? Hair Razor with a great slipstream from Redline here. He's going to go inside. Redline is going to squeeze him for as long as possible, then go out wide. But Hair Razor takes the position, and Redline doesn't really have anything that he can fight back with. And Hair Razor is up in the second place. Redline not giving it up though. He's got a fender up alongside Hair Razor's car, but has to back out of it. Good fight by Redline here to try to make this work. I think, yeah, Redline was on a one-stop strategy, and that definitely helped get him up to the front of the race. But as you saw, it didn't let him keep the position that he had gained. It's just too hard to defend right now. He's got too long left to go on those tires already. Meanwhile, Doug sits in fourth, still a long way back from the top 3 now, 20 seconds, as he did have to pit. So, again, I thought Doug had done some fueling things that had been done. Or not Doug, but I thought fuel was lasting longer than it was lasting. But that's Doug's position right now, with 6 minutes left in the race. Supra sits in 5th place, also racing alone. Pretty good race by Superboy, especially after having to go to the back of the train to give that position back to SpongeBob early on in the race there. He did pretty good to get back up into 5th place. Sean Colby leading Tap, who we watched fall from a podium position, 2nd place, all the way down to 7th here, though. Might challenge Sean for this. I mean, I would want that extra point or whatever 6th place is worth over 7th. Here's SpongeBob, who's unlucky, but good climb back up to 8th place from last after getting bumped out in turn 1. But it definitely could have been better. We saw some moments, we saw a lot of fighting, got slowed down a lot in this race, and then had that big crash, that big spin that we saw as well. Monkey Mafia, Connor, at different times we've seen him into some stuff. Monkey Mafia getting into it by himself there. Anto, we saw in a couple of battles, but for the most part, he's run alone at the back of this pack, and is now getting blue flags for Boo right behind him here. Has Redline taken the position back to Hair Razor? I was just about to check on them. How long has this been a thing? All right, Redline. Fight for it. Fight for it. 5 minutes left in the race, 4.5 really. So 2 more laps. The red line has to hold Hair Raiser off for. Can he do it? Can it be done? See Hair Raiser inching closer and closer in the slipstream. Redline goes extremely defensive, but he just doesn't have the top speed, though. He's got the inside line, and he bumps Hair Raiser out. Oh, he's going to have to give that back. Yeah, he's going to have to give that back. That was definitely, I heard the contact there. Bumped him out, though. No, I think Hair Raiser could argue that he had the position. That was his, and I think this might be Redline maybe slowing down a little bit to try to give it back to him without losing too much. He's not going too fast here, and he is short shifting. So maybe we'll see a position swap when Hair Raiser catches up to him. Well, that was the battle for second. That was going great. Tap does get ahead of, man, we missed it. Gets ahead of Trone. Well, we had to pick a battle to look at, and I guess the battle for second is a very important battle. Let's see, is Hair Raiser going to give it back? Or not Hair Raiser, Redline, yep. He is, he's slowing way down, trying to let Hair Raiser catch up, which seems smart to me. No need to come to a stop and then potentially lose another position to Doug. Best to just let Hair Raiser pass when it gets easy. Should be letting that happen somewhere in the straight. Maybe not this one, but the start-finish straight here. He'll pull off the racing line and lift. Yep, and let Hair Raiser go. Even penalize himself a little bit. Yeah, I would have tucked right back into that slipstream because I'm a penny. But he gives him room. Gives him about a second of room. A little more, actually. Maybe conceding that he just doesn't have the braking power. Now Supra is getting run down. He's low on fuel, and Tap is 1.7 seconds behind him, or 1.2, but Tap's low on fuel too. As are Trone Colby, they have their fuel load calculated down to the last lap, so Supra might be okay, but he had a much bigger gap to the car behind before this. Oh, but Tap gets it way wrong coming out of turn 1. I think that's the second time we've seen him out of shape there. I don't know if that's the Supra or if he caught one of those weird curves there, but man, Supra must feel very, very lucky there to get that breathing room. As we have... not again, SpongeBob! Same corner as the last time we saw him spin. Oh, and he looks like he is defeated. He's just got that car still rolling backwards. SpongeBob is so over it. It's not funny, but it kind of is. Because I would feel the same way. And SpongeBob has left. He's just done. He only had to go one more lap, Sponge. But I understand. Some days are very frustrating. Hair Raiser sits in second place over Redline. Redline slowing way down. Oh, he's got to make it to the end. Unfortunately, he's going to have to go another lap here, but lucky for him, oh no, Doug is going to take the next lap too. So, Redline is not safe here. If he runs out of fuel, Doug might overtake him though. Doug is in a similar boat as far as fuel goes. Who is going to take the checker first? Trone might take it. Colby might take it. Connor will definitely take the checker flag. So Connor will be in 8th place. Trone crosses it. Yep, just beforehand. So Trone will go another lap. And Connor and Monkey Mafia. I can't say that Connor will take 8th. You never know. Monkey might take his position here. We'll give it a moment. We'll watch him cross. Oh, Monkey's out of fuel. So no, he's not going to take the position at all. And toes an entire 30 seconds back. I think Monkey's going to cross before he can get to him. But that is Connor safe. Boo, plenty of fuel. Way too much fuel, actually, on that last stop. And that's a testament to his speed there. To overfuel and still be at the front by 14 seconds. Hair Razor is going to take second place, so fantastic drive from Hair Razor to get up into second this race here. Meanwhile, here is Redline, and here's Doug. Here's what I said. Redline trying to carry so much momentum through turn 11, goes out wide, and ooh, both of these drivers are pushing it. They're both going to run the field at the same time. Redline, come on. Don't give it too much gas. You don't have it to give. Here's Doug around the outside of Redline because Redline's out of fuel. Doug is going to be out of fuel too soon, but nope, not before he crosses the line. So Doug, with a last-minute third place, gets on the podium. He was running in 6th earlier in the race, and Redline has to feel super let down there. Because honestly, you have to consider literally make 1 or 2 corners where he maybe just should have short shifted a little more, got on the gas a little bit later, maybe while he was battling, and he could have kept that 3rd place. But that is that. Superboy is a bully, even as an AI. Takes 5th place, Tap in 6th, and we already watched Colby, Connor, Monkey, and Anto finish up. So we started with 15, we finished up with 10, so we lost more people than I thought we lost, actually. We lost 4 racers, I didn't realize. Sorry, 5 racers. I know we lost Ghost, we lost Supra. Who else? Let's go look at the chat history. Well, oh, Ian. Bar, I didn't even realize we lost Bar. Oh my god, we lost Bar! SpongeBob. And, Happy Pappy. We lost Happy very quickly. Yep. And I don't even see where we lost Ghost. But we definitely lost Ghost. It doesn't even show. Imagine lagging so bad that it doesn't show when you left. Well, that is that. Ladies and gentlemen, that's the end of the race. Say good race to the drivers here. And, Nuclear Clutch, I just saw that I had comments. Got disconnected. Who? Alright, Nuclear. And thanks, GT45, of course. I'm going to go ahead and stop the stream here. That was fun. That race stayed pretty close for the entirety of it. That was awesome. Good race, y'all. It was good to be back for a little bit. Oh, you know what? Ghost never actually left the room. He just left the race. That's why. He's still in here. Got it. Alright, y'all. Bye for real. For real.